So this is a Buccaneer clipper, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these to you in person here on site. In the front locker you've got your two gas bottle tie downs, and you've got your gas regulator on the bulkhead. It's actually a gas changeover valve on this particular van, so you have two gas connections that you can possibly connect up, and this valve in the centre turns over with an arrow on it either way, so you can have your gas running off either side of this regulator. It is a maximum of two 6 kilogram propane gas bottles at any point on board the caravan. On the side of the van you've got your heating and hot water flow. You need to leave this open at all times. You'd never cover this up at all. It is just there for allowing the heating system to breathe. You've then got your water pump connection to push into the side of the van and lock in place. The pickup pipe drops down inside the aqua roll itself. You need to make sure this is fully submerged in the water prior to turning on the water pump. 110 amp leisure battery in the side of the van, there to power the motor mover and the automatic legs. And then you've got your mains power lead coming in from the power on site. Motor mover and wheel nuts, we'll talk wheel nuts while you're here on site and demonstrate the motor mover to you so you can see all is working as it should. The side of the van, you've got your toilet waste tank. You release it by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The orange neck here turns out 90 degrees to tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your blue fluid. And you've got your orange pressure relief button on top of the cassette itself. Down the side of the van, you've got your fresh water that goes in the front, and down the side here you've got your two grey waste pipes. They go into the larger diameter holes and they'll drop down inside the waste master. Then you've got your storage locker for underneath the rear of the van. You've got your automatic legs, which again we'll show you while you're here on site. Storage locker for underneath the back of the van on this side. Two fridge vents behind the door. Fridge vents are very simply there to allow the fridge system to breathe, and then behind one of them you've got a gas flue for when the fridge is running on gas. Then got a storage locker for underneath the left hand side front seating area, and a barbecue gas point on this front left hand side. Going on to the inside of the caravan now. On the left hand side as you walk into the caravan, you've got your main power switch here, which turns, your water pump switch here. You've then got your main power switch on this one here, so this will turn the power on and off inside of the caravan. Sorry, ignore me on that, that's your light switch, sorry. Main power switch is on the switch just here. All your light switches through the caravan are on these switches coming down here, and you've got your water pump switches, which I'll come back to in a moment. First thing you need to do is fill the water system up on board the caravan. Now you have an onboard water storage tank in the back of this caravan, but in the front of the van down here you have your Aldi hot water tank. To fill the system up, that yellow valve needs to be parallel with the floor as it is at the moment, and upright to drain the water system down. We do advise when you've got the caravan in storage, or when you've stopped using the caravan for your holiday, that you drain the water system down completely, ready for when it goes into storage. To do that, you open all the taps up in the central position, and that will drain the system down. So to fill the system up, you'll open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. Make sure your aqua roll is connected on the outside, and make sure your yellow drain down valve is in the right position. You'll then come over to your water pump here, and it'll be the external water pump you need to use to fill the hot water tank up from the aqua roll. So you put the switch into the down position, and the water system will start filling up via the aqua roll. If you want to fill the internal tank at the back of the caravan, you'll need to put this switch into the upright position, and it'll actually fill the water tank that's underneath the bed at the rear of the caravan here. You will need to make sure the blue valve at the back of the tank on the left hand side is in the correct position like it is at the moment, and it needs to be upright to drain that water tank down. Once you've got water running out every tap continuously on board the caravan like we have now, you'll shut all of the taps back off, and that is your water system full. So at that point you can actually start warming the water on board the caravan. That's where your Aldi control panel comes in. We'll press the menu button here. So you've got your power on and off in the bottom left hand corner. We do advise before you turn any of the main power to the caravan that you turn this control panel off also. Top of the screen here, you'll have your minus and plus for your room temperature. You've got plus and minus for your room temperature, as you can see. Below that, you've got your hot water option. So you've got hot water on and hot water boost when this bar is completely full. Below that, you have the amount of power coming into the caravan from the caravan site you're on. You've got 1, 2, or 3 kilowatts of power. Depending on what caravan site you're on, it will depend on what you set this to. Bottom left-hand corner, you've got your option to run gas for your heating and hot water appliances. It will self-ignite on gas as long as the gas bottle's turned on. Hit the button here. If it ignites, it will stay green on this control panel. If it fails to ignite, it will come up with gas fail at the bottom of the screen. You've then got your accessory, which is the air conditioning, which you can turn on by pressing the button on the controller on the control pad, on the bottom right hand side. Have got some advanced options in here, and then you've got some more activated functions in there. For both of these, we do advise you read the manual that comes with the caravan. If you turn the aircon on through this panel, you have to turn it back off through here. However, if you turn it on the control, which is in the front drawer there, again, you would need to make sure you turn it off with that control as well. So that's your heating and hot water control panel. On the wall, on the far side of the caravan, that is a charging system, and it will just bring up the voltages on board the caravan, how much power you're using, and current that you're using, etc. We don't know too much about it, as it's not a factory fit part. It is a aftermarket part. Going back to the opposite side of the caravan, you have your fridge. So you press the fridge on. You've got your mains option here, and you can control the temperature of the fridge on the mains on this button on the right hand side. Gas option here. The fridge will self-ignite on gas if you have the gas connected to the caravan. Essentially, if it fails to ignite, it will flash the red warning light on this right hand side, and it will also flash the warning, the flame on this side of the control panel as well. And again, on gas, you can control the temperature of the fridge with the thermometer button, the same as if you are on mains power. You then got your 12 volt mode. So 12 volt mode will actually run from the car you're towing with if you have the right connection coming from the car to the caravan. If you don't have the right connection, then the fridge will not work as a cool box, and it will also not charge the battery as you are travelling down the road. As I said, mains is back on this side. One thing with the fridge, if you are using it on 12 volt mode while you're towing, you do not need to have the main control panel turned on inside the door. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much like your household appliances. The microwave will only work if you are connected to 240 mains, the same as the electric ring on the back of the hob. If you're not connected to 240 mains, then the electric ring won't work, the same as the microwave. Gas, hob, grill and oven all works very much like your household appliances with your igniters on the front here. Toilet system in the bathroom, very simple to use. Electric flush on the wall here. Runs off your water system on the caravan. Toilet full indicator light illuminates red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience, as you can see. However, when you're removing the toilet waste cassette from underneath the caravan, it needs to be back in this central position. Below the toilet, you'll see there's a grey waste handle. The grey waste handle needs to be pushed across the wall on the outside of the van to allow the waste into the cassette under the van. And it needs to be in the closed position when you're not using the toilet. If you do have it in the open position, when you try to remove the toilet waste cassette, it could potentially damage the toilet waste cassette itself. Another thing to note, the towel rail in the bathroom does hold its heat for quite a long while. As you can see, caution, pipes will get hot. One last thing we go through on the caravan is the bed at the front of the van. Very easy to use. You pull the bed out from underneath the front here, pull it all the way out to the end here, and lock it in place. And the cushions from either side of the back here will drop down into the centre to make the centre of the bed up. If you have any further questions on the Buccaneer Clipper, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site again soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.